Janez, we are about 1,000 people here. Is it a lot?
I think it's a perfect size for a village, so little town or village size. And I think the next step for Tanzplan Deutschland would actually be to think about building a village in which the dance community could finally be and live together, having close contact with the nature, creating urban structure which is necessary for development.
Wait. It looks a little bit like Asterix. Huh? So they're the Romans, the politicians, and we are very protected in nature or by nature.
Yeah, of course. But it's much more, it's not about protecting and isolating, but it is living with nature. So in a way, to have a kind of contract with nature where the dance can, on one hand, go back to the roots, but also very important to create kind of urban structure which would generate out of dance. Dance is an urban practice.
Yeah.
And in that sense, to put it in a village can create a wrong impression, like kind of nostalgia, and melancholy and so on. It's not about that. It is about bringing urban culture into nature, village, and so on. Now, what does it mean concretely? It's, of course, a question for specialists in the field. But I can imagine that it would be very interesting to enter in the place where, for example, there would be no traffic. You would have like a big choreographers alley where only choreographers would live, and you would not need a dance studio, but you would just dance on the street. The street would be kind of big studio.
Depends on the weather, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. Why should it depend on the weather? If you can sing on the rain, you can also dance on the rain. That's true, yeah. This
Dancing
can develop,
and
expand the notion, and also in technical sense and bodily sense and so on.
Who would be the mayor of this village?
Mayor would be elected in elections.
Okay.
I can imagine all professions there, not only dancers and choreographers, but also theoreticians, academics, programmers, even politicians who are responsible for cultural policy in dance. So I don't know, from young students of dance, and even children who are in kindergarten, from the kindergarten already entering into dance education, I can also imagine, monuments to important choreographers, naming of the streets. There would definitely be a Pina Bausch street or a boulevard, So, this would be
But these urban structures are usually structures in poor quarters, rich quarters. So the dancers are in a non-urban art. So there would be kept like pigs behind the house, wouldn't it?
No, I don't think so, because you have also social structure among dancers and choreographers. There are choreographers who are wealthier, and there are choreographers who have to do some other job in order to make living. The same would apply for dancers, So I don't think we should hide or have a kind of idealistic idea that this would solve social conflicts and so on. On the contrary, this would make social conflicts more transparent, and in that sense maybe bring them to another level, so that it would be more social equality among dance community and more distributed power also, and the decision making, which is sometimes a big problem.
That's true, but the typical urban structure is really saying, okay, where are the rich people living, where are the poor people living, where's the middle class living? I don't know. As I understand you, the choreographers are more or less middle class. Who's living on the top of the hill?
Yeah, that's a very good question. The good thing about social differences you are mentioning, and I talked about, is that nobody is really rich by doing dance.
Yeah.
You know? So that's a good thing about it. So that could actually make a question of self-sustainability and and curiosity. I think there is a big potential then for economy here and improvement of a wealth of dancers. I wouldn't immediately go into this, question: who is mayor, who is on the top, and so on. Let's think about, what is the place. Germany is big. There is a lot of land which is open, and let's discuss, not two of us, but people who are doing dance plan and think about future of dance and so on. They should think about what would be the place for a dance village to be established, and by this of course bring also another dimension to dance and to Germany also.
And we have 3 years time now to do it. Thanks a lot, Janez.
You're welcome.